Do you hear things, or you see things, or
Both.
both?
But a lot of the times that I see things, I find that it's just passing by, you know? It's not something that, like, lingers. And usually if I ask it to leave, they leave. So.
Along with seeing partial apparitions, the homeowner has experienced feelings of not being alone and has this sense of an animal spirit in the home. Ghost Hunt Alberta has experienced some strange electronic phenomenon and the sound and feeling of a dog in the one room. We have also documented some unexplained EMF in the living area and in the kitchen. Phantom footsteps have been heard from the back hall and strange knocks from the dirt basement.
This is just, we have a device that has a database of all the sounds of human language.
Yeah.
And the theory uses that spirits can go through that and pick the sounds and make words and talk to us.
Okay.
And this one in particular, we've had a lot of success with over the years, where we get full sentence responses. Sometimes just words, but sometimes we get full on.
Possible responses from this device have gone through a very thorough review process, including being listened to by different listeners and in and out of context. Any possible responses will be shown in bold capital letters. We also have motion sensors set up throughout the home, as well as EMF detectors, and we're recording audio in multiple areas.
Yeah, so we're just here again to say hello, and if there's anybody here that can hear my voice, that understands my words, like I said before, we're not here to ask you to leave. And Deanna's given us permission to be here. And we're just hoping that you will come and interact with us. Also, like I said earlier, these things I put out around the house with the little green lights, they cannot hurt you, they're not hot. They can just detect your presence. If you go up and touch them, they might turn red or beep. When I stayed in this room last time, and it was summertime and it was hot, so I did have the fan on there like high, and as you know, that fan is, I love that fan.
It's a good fan.
It is awesome.
Something on sale.
So, but even I had it on for hours, and nothing on those shelves had moved.
Yeah.
And I lied down for a nap, and when I got up, that Curious George book was on the floor. So I picked it up and put it back on the shelf, and at that point I really did. I just wrote off the fan blew it off, even though it hadn't moved before. And I put it back up on the shelf where it was, and then I turned the fan off at that point. And then I came out and did something, I don't know what we were doing, but then when I went back in, it was on the floor again. And that time it was with the fan off.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that is that Curious George book was actually kind of in the middle of the other book, so it was actually tucked in behind another book and the record that I have there.
Yeah.
So it would have had to have been pulled out and then...
And the second time the record was on the floor as well. So,
Really?
yeah, but the first time it wasn't. And to me, that's classic something trying to get attention. Saying, hey, look at me. But if it's got the energy and the ability to move things, that's a lot. Like, that's actually pretty rare.
Well, and the cabinet, that was crazy, because usually when things move, it doesn't happen in my face, you know? I usually will hear it,
Yeah.
and then I go and check it out. That happened right in front of my face.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because those books and that record, they're all antiques, and they're all children books, and it's a children record.
If you don't mind, I might actually put one on the ground and and then I'll just leave the bag if that works. And I'm thinking if you hear moving.
Yeah, I hear what we were.
You crinkle the bags,
Crinkle bag.
right? Like that's
The
the
universal sound
out.
of snackage, yes.
You all know what that sound is.
Or I know that's, you want an old promoter?
But I think the dog spirit, when I came into my room to visit me, and it's like, probably smelled cat, I'm like, what? Oh no, it's a cat person, I'll go somewhere else. Have anything to say? Any messages for anybody? Oh, the K2 behind you just
Did it?
flashed, yeah.
If you want or need anything?
was the right thing to do. Can you do it again? I just want to talk to you.
I swear I felt something just touch the back of my hair.
Might have.
I
Saw
swear.
you had mentioned ponytail. Oh,
I did.
Oh. That was like, I actually thought that you just touched.
Is there anything you wanna say or ask them or?
I think I'm just more so curious to know who you are, you know, and what you need, really. I think. I don't know. I don't like the feeling of something being stuck, you know?
yeah,
Like, what if it
Yeah.
just wants to move on?
exactly.
And I
That's-
want that. Like
Yeah.
if they need to find a way to move on, then I definitely would like that for them.
Yeah. And the only way we're gonna figure that out is to start communication.
Yeah.
So. And I've helped many spirits cross over the years through doing this. It's really not my job, but I have done it. And generally, it's convincing the spirit that there's a reason for them to let go. You know, we have to remind them of who could be on the other side, or why, you know, maybe the reason why they stayed is no longer relevant, and it's kind of like a negotiation. And
Yeah.
eventually, once they realize that they can go, they just do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we'd love for you to share your story.
We'd like to help you if we can.
Yeah.
And that way Deanna will know why you're here and why you're trying to interact with her and why you're doing the things you are. And maybe we can make your existence a little easier. Maybe there's family you'd like to know about. Maybe that's where we're reacting to us laughing and stuff like that, is that they might be lonely. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if there's something you want us or Deanna to bring you, you have to let us know too, right? We're happy to bring whatever you need, well, within reason.
If we can, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, beginning stages with getting communication going is this, sitting around and listening and trying to see what they can connect with, and also just recording. Recording audio in here when you're not home. Thanks. We're other than having it through lashes, we haven't had much of anything, and normally I don't jump to the talking machine until we've had more of a connection, but I'm just curious to see if we get anything at all. And generally, if it's not connecting with the spirit, it's just gonna sound like gibberish. So this device can make it easier for you to talk to us. I'm gonna turn it on. It might take you a while to figure out how to use it. You can give it a shot to try to talk to us through there. Maybe say hello or tell us what your name is. I'm cooking a ham I'm cooking 2 hams on Monday because I have so many bloody people coming to my house. Because I'm a crazy lady. After 3 You're welcome to come to my house for pumpkin. It definitely sounded like one of my crazy. You thought I heard pumpkin in there.
Yeah, I got nothing, but it doesn't mean
I swear
anything.
it was like underneath it was just all,
I
will there
believe
be
you.
pumpkin? Like, I don't know. I'm cooking ham and potatoes. My family's bringing everything else.
I heard chicken.
I agreed with you to like the chicken idea. There was definitely a few things in that one. I mean, yeah, just agreed with you. Yes, chicken.
No, I thought I heard right at the sort of beginning of that blurb, hi Deanna.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought I heard Deanna in there a couple of times
Yeah.
actually, but I might be reading into it. There was one thing, and there was a voice in behind it all at one point. It was something that was like, "Do you know Papa?" And then I heard it again, the something done in a Papa. Is there any boundaries that you want to set? Well, we might have their attention.
They already, or it, whatever, he, they, I don't know. Already listen really well.
Yeah.
You know, I still feel safe in my home.
Yeah.
I definitely feel sometimes like I'm being watched.
Mm.
I can feel their presence for sure. Just, I think they know that sometimes I get spooked because I have had some really creepy experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So they try really hard to keep me chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard something in the kitchen or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, there was something, right?
Yeah, I
In the
heard.
entry right here, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so too.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I thought I saw you look, Deanna. That's why
I
I said
did.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything, but I definitely heard something.
I didn't either, but I also turned because my ears pointed that way too, so I can just pay a little bit more attention. So.
Mhm.
Every time I have looked, because I've heard something, there hasn't been a follow-up to it immediately. Like I don't ever hear something again, but I've heard a few noises.
Well, so as well as this house, for as old as it is, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So everything kind of stands out. Katie over there again, on the desk.
I heard 2 knocks back there. Almost. It was just a few seconds after that.
That's great. Thank you. Start. But last chance, if there's something that you would like us to bring you next time you come, or a message for Deanna, and you want to talk to us, if you touch that green light on the desk again and make it red, we'll try one more session with the talking device. There's also a recording device on that desk that can pick up your voice. You can always just yell at it and tell us what it is you need.
See, I'm hearing some like slight knocks. I can't tell what they are. They're not in a complete like. I want to drip for a brief second, but they're not a steady rhythm. I haven't been hearing them all night, and they're coming from this direction.
I heard that as well, just now. So if we're hearing stuff from over there, but that's going off, does that mean that there's potentially 2?
Yes, it could mean that there's more than one, for
Male
sure.
and a female or something.
Yeah.
Husband and wife.
Or completely unrelated to one another, you never know, it's just, yeah, generally if there's meters going off in the same room, sometimes that can be the same thing moving back and forth, but if there's stuff happening all the way over there and over here, I would say it's 2 different entities. Okay, I'll give it one more shot. I'm gonna turn this on for just like 2 minutes, and you can try to use it. And then I think we're gonna wrap it up, cause we've got to go to bed at some point. Get some sleep before we drive home tomorrow. And I'm just gonna all I'm doing is increasing the access to the database, so they have more things to choose from. I always like to start small and then get bigger. There was something about mom.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
Yes, we've done that, so. Can you tell us your name? Could you say that again? If we had your name, it would really help. You know all our names. What's the dog's name?
I was just gonna ask that.
I thought I actually heard the dumpling in the background, but it might be because I was listening for it. But.
I have a dog named Oscar Mayer Wiener.
We'll see in review. With the headset on, it's so much easier to pick out if there was any words. But again, it's first time using it. I understand it's not easy. Thank you for trying. Or hopefully we can come back again another time and try to talk to you. If that's okay. And either of this will have everything we've done the last 2 days will either wear it out for a little while, or
Or get
all of a
it
sudden
charged
it'll be like you asked me to do things and suddenly we're gonna be kept up all night by things happening. I don't know.
I swear to God, I felt some like fingers running through my hair. Like I literally thought you were touching me. Yes.
We wrapped up the investigation, and then we blanketed the location with recording equipment for the night and went to bed. The overnight surveillance did not yield any evidence other than a couple of audio clips. The first clip is just 24 minutes after we started recording, and we are still getting ready for bed, so you can hear our voices. Therefore, these are not the best examples of EVP phenomenon, but we wanted to include them here for you to listen to. Both of these voices recorded were very close to the recorder and were not any of our voices. Therefore, they are still considered an EVP, or perhaps a disembodied voice. This next one was recorded just as we were heading to bed. We were unable to make out what the second voice phenomenon was saying. Perhaps you can. Ghost Hunt Alberta will continue to investigate at this location and may soon be offering public investigation events here. Please subscribe to follow this location and others. And if you would like to join Ghost Hunt Alberta on a ghost hunt, please contact us through any of the links on the screen now.